Not very often do you get this kind of caliber of individual. Yeah, you ask yourself, what makes an athlete? Somebody that has self-discipline, that is dedicated, that is willing to put the time and effort that it's going to take to be a success out there, whether it's in the court or in the classroom. Well, you know, that's one thing that we have here in Mesa Vista. Our athletes are honor students. You know, we had a situation where I had a friend, and he's a college recruiter, and you know, and I don't know if you heard this story before, but it's pretty well known across, where this football player wanted to go pro. So him and his coach go to this recruiter, you know, and says, no, he has the talent, he has skill, he has ability, he has everything that an athlete has to have out there in the court. And the recruiter says, but if you could answer a couple of questions, I will definitely consider. He says, what's 22 plus 1?
23.
The athlete scratched his head and looked at it. 32. And he says, 32. And he says, Mom, young man, I don't think we have a program for you. And the athlete comes up and says, why not? But he didn't get the answer correctly. And the coach says, come on! He only missed it with 2 points! Folks, that's no indication of what our caliber of coaches and our athletes are here in Mesa Vista. We definitely know how to act, and we definitely know how academics is all about. So enjoy yourselves, and thank you.
An award for Best Hustler.
All right.
Sean Peralio, Vincent Campos, and Vincent is also receiving an award for Most Improved Player. Adolfo Torres, Justin Romero, Justin is receiving an award also for Most Improved Player, 8th grade. Daniel Perez, Maurice Vigil, Jason Martinez, Antonio Martinez, Jesse Perez. Cesar Coronado, Robert Martinez, Dennis Valdez. Next we have Mesa Vista High School girls basketball.
Mr. Practice. If I needed them to go scout, they were there. I told them one day, I said, we're going to, where did we go? Dora. We're going to Dora, New Mexico. We have to go scout. And there they went with me. I woke them up at the regional tournaments at 6 in the morning. I said, guys, guess what? You're going to Las Lunas to go scout Laguna Acomon, Tularosa. Okay, but Coach Campos said, let me see if Carmen will let me go. So he walked in, he wouldn't come out, and I was worried. And then he comes out and he says, I can go. So I guess I want to thank Carmen also. I also want to thank the board, the administration, everyone for helping us in accomplishing what we did. First of all, also the parents. I think the parents this year, you were great. This was my 8th year coaching and my most enjoyable. Parents, I really appreciate all of you guys being there for your kids and for the team. Also, like Flynn said, the community really get behind their kids. And like at that state tournament game, like Daniel and I were standing 5 feet apart, and I yell at him as loud as I could and say, "Huh?" We just couldn't hear each other. And we had such dedicated fans, like Mr. Marquez there, bought 10 tickets and wasn't even able to get into the gym. So, we appreciate things like that. Before I take too much longer, I guess we'll start off with 2 of our 8th graders. When I first came and asked them to move up, they were like real scared, and in practice they were scared they were getting pushed around, and then I started yelling at them, and sometimes I think they're gonna cry. And then before you knew it, they were fine. These 2 young men really matured, and I think they're gonna be something very special in the future of Mesa Vista basketball. That's Joshua Harris. Christopher Martinez. Next we have our freshmen. And along with these 2 gentlemen, they played a lot of JV games and a lot of freshman games. When we first had these kids at the beginning of the year also, I was like, oh my God. But they really improved throughout the year. They worked hard. They're a pleasure to coach. And also, they're gonna be tough to watch in the coming years. First, we have Darren Kelber. Next, I really like this one because he'd always make me laugh. And then one time he said, "Coach, I went to the doctor. I lost 30 pounds. And I go, "Well, that's pretty good." And he goes, "Yeah." And I go, "They're not going to recognize you at the Pueblo." And he goes, "They don't." I walk up to the girls and I tell them, "How do you like me now?" That's Darren Cruz. This other freshman, he's improved tremendously, and if he improves as a sophomore as he did this year, Mesa Vista is also going to be fortunate to have this kid. The only thing I don't like when we go on trips or he's around is that I love cheese and so does he, so we fight for the cheese sometimes. This is Joshua Garcia. And his nickname though is Batman. And this next character that I have so many nicknames for him. I call him Chocolate Milk, I call him White Bread, but he's better known as Robin, and this is Ryan Kuykendall. Our last freshman, And this is the kid that I probably yelled at the most, because every time I turned around, he was messing around, pushing somebody, pulling on them, trying to take off their shorts. I mean, every practice, it wouldn't fail. We'd do extra push-ups and crunches or extra sprints because of him, and his older brother would look at him like, I'm gonna get home. And I tell him, he's gonna beat you up. He goes, no, he's not big enough. This is Daniel Hill. I have a sophomore that started the season injured, and there towards the end he really made progress. I'm looking for good things from him next year. The funny story about him is when I told him this year, you're going to play with the freshman team, he looked at me like, I don't want to play with them, I'm a sophomore. But I had to explain to him that it was only going to help him since he had missed so many games at the beginning, and he really came through and was a force, and I hope he continues. And this is Toby Martinez. Another sophomore. I thought I had long arms, but I think his might be longer. He always seems to be at the right place at the right time. Excellent attitude, a hustler, Nathaniel Munoz. And if I would have given an award for Mr. Requez on the JV level, because I have two of them, also have one on the varsity level. But on the JV level, this kid, every time we turned around, you know, he was getting hurt. If it wasn't an ankle, it was his back. We went to Escalante, back to his hometown to play him, and he was so psyched. I mean, he was about to jump out of his shirt in warm-ups. He lasted like 10 seconds, you know, and unfortunately, he got a big old cut, needed about 30 stitches, and then he comes back, coach, you know, from the clinic, I can play, and this is Michael Sandoval. Even though there's some players that didn't make it here tonight, this group of gentlemen right here, that was this year's junior varsity team. Give them a hand.